While the Africa Rising narrative continues to be advanced, could one overarching characterization ever really mirror the continent's economic reality? And has the emerging middle class succeeded in bridging the disparity divide? Acclaimed Ghanaian economist Dr. George Ayittey coined the term cheetah generation to typify what he calls a new breed of angry Africans fighting to lead the continent away from its storied past. He joins me down the line. Now, the continent's economic growth is staggering. The African Development Bank's recent median projection is a 5% GDP growth in 2016. But do you think this growth is inclusive?
No, I don't think so. There are several reasons for this. First of all, Africa is capable of growing at 12%, not at 5%. And also, to make a dent on poverty alleviation in Africa, Africa needs to be growing at 7%, not 5%. And thirdly, the growth is not inclusive because it is concentrated more on the export and the mining sector. As you may remember, China has paid foreigns into Africa, buying a lot of Africa's minerals and in exchange for infrastructure development. But the mineral sector of Africa does not employ a lot of people. That's why the growth at 5% is not going to be very inclusive.
Then, of course, there's the issue of sovereign debt, which has been a reliable form of wealth creation and infrastructure development, frankly, for many governments, right? But we've also seen many of those same governments default. How much of the problems, Doctor, that we're talking about today has to do with government mishandling of funds?
One typical example is that of Ghana. Ghana got a $3 billion loan from China. Because the ruling elite had a majority in parliament, they immediately, approved of the loan without any input from the opposition. And now, Ghana is finding difficulty in repaying the loan. So Ghana had to go to the IMF for a bailout. That's one typical example.
How long do you suspect that this transformation process is going to take when the cheetah generation is the ones that are in power?
If I were as rich as Donald Trump, we'll be able to do this within 2 years or so. But first of all, we need to have the capital. We need to have the capital to hold annual conferences, bring the cheetahs together, establish a platform, bring them together to share their experiences and how to overcome obstacles, and then unleash them, show them where in the traditional and informal sectors they can go and invest in. And that is something which will move Africa's economies forward. And by moving Africa's economies forward, look, we want to alleviate poverty. Where do you find the poor? You find the poor in the traditional and the informal sectors. Those were the two sectors which were ignored or neglected by the ruling elites. The ruling elites were more interested in building industries, basilicas, and so forth, many foreign things that they imported into Africa. Many of these foreign systems all collapsed, and you can see that the continent is related with the carcasses of these foreign systems.